Welcome to the Module 2 video. In this module, we will actually upload content to our Edpuzzle accounts. So first off, just a couple quick things about recording video. This in-service is more to focus on where we're putting that video, but just a couple quick things if you've never recorded video before. Two great tools. One that a lot of teachers use is Screencast-O-Matic. So screencast-o-matic.com. You can sign up for free and you can record stuff on there. A lot of teachers use that. If you've ever taken one of Amy Fiorito's in-service classes, I know she uses Screencast-O-Matic. It records good quality video. The one I personally like to use is Smart Recorder, and I like it because it's really simple. You just hit record, you got pause, and you got stop when you initially record it. It's really basic. It's quick. Now I have mine so that it has a link right here, so it's always really quick. But to find it, all you do is go to your Windows menu and go down to Smart Technologies and go down to Smart Recorder. When you click that, this little box will pop up. Now mine you can see is recording right now. It has the green button on. But this won't have the numbers going yet. So you hit record. If you need to pause at any time, you just hit pause, and then to pick right up where you left off, you hit record. And then when you're eventually done with the video, you can just click stop. Now one setting that I like to put on mine is, and I can't do it right now because I'm recording, but if you were to click this drop down menu, there's an options button, and I put my recording quality, the audio quality, on high. I just found that it tends to come out a little better than if you're on just the standard settings. So that's just something that I prefer. But I think the Smart Recorder is something that's pretty simple and pretty easy. So those are two easy ways you can record some video. If you need help with that, again, just post in the discussion board and I can help you with that further. So we are going to add video to our Edpuzzle accounts. So there's a couple different ways I'm going to show you how to do that. The first way you can do it is on content. So on your home page you have content, and then if you go to my content on the left here, you'll have a button that says add content. So you can click add content and upload a video. Now, I don't ever actually create my videos in here. I usually always have them saved somewhere else. So you can choose a file wherever you have it saved. So I'm just going to pick the introduction that you watched at the beginning of the course. And then what you'll see is down here under videos, you won't have folders yet in yours, but here in the videos, you'll see that it is preparing it. And depending how long the video is, this does take a little bit to do. And this is why this is actually not the way that I do it. I'll show you the way that I do it through YouTube in a second. But this is an option where you have it all right in Edpuzzle. Now you might have noticed I paused the video there recording for a second just so that we didn't have to sit and watch it render here. So it took about 2 minutes for a 2-minute video to be prepared here. I've found that doing it through YouTube is a little bit quicker. That's why I like to do it that way. And I'll show you that in a second. So if you're going to do it this way, you now have the video here. So you can click on that video you have, and we can hit edit. And in here now are the features that are great with Edpuzzle. So say that you were recording your video, maybe there's a background noise in some spot. Seems to happen a lot. I'll be recording a video in my classroom in my planning period, and someone will knock on the door in the middle of it. Well, maybe you don't want that knock in the background. What you can do is you can find anything that you'd want to cut out. So you just drag it to that spot and you click Add Cut wherever you want to start it. Then you drag it to wherever the end of whatever you want to get rid of is. Click Add Cut again, and now see how it's split it up. So what you do on this little white line on the right, you just drag that over to the right until the trash can pops up and let go, and then that section is now gone. And what you can do is you can just then reconnect the video. So now it's spliced back together and you've cut out what was in the middle. Okay, so that's what you can do if there's little things that you want to take out. Now, when you're recording video, keep that in mind. So if you make a mistake, just pause, restate back in front of where you made your mistake, and then you can edit it out later. VoiceOver, I've never actually used the VoiceOver command. This is something that's a little bit newer. So, but what you can do is you just drag the video to wherever it is you would want to put different audio than what is on there. Where this could especially be helpful is, say you didn't create your own video, but you just found a video online, and you want to explain something using the terminology that you tend to use in class for consistency. You can drag to where you would want to say that. You would hit Start Recording, and then you would just talk over the video, and it'll put your voice in there, or the voice of what you're saying instead of the original audio that was in there. So this could be a really helpful feature, again, if you're taking video that's already been created by someone else but want to say something different from what's on the screen. Now the last one, the questions, is what I think is the greatest thing for Edpuzzle. This allows you to put questions within your videos and get feedback from the students as they're watching. So I'm going to show the two different question types. So first off, you just drag it to where you want to put the question in. So I'm going to click multiple choice there. You can put some question in. So we'll say Monday, Tuesday. I'm going to add another choice, Wednesday. I'm recording this on a Monday, so I'm going to leave that checked. So the green check is where the correct answer is. The red is the incorrect answer. You can keep adding as many choices as you want. Now these ones will be automatically graded once the student answers them. So you won't have to give any feedback. It automatically gives it to them. Now notice there is this feedback loop here. If you've ever done like Khan Academy questions or something, often in the distractor choices, they will, if you were to choose that, they will put maybe what could have caused you to choose that, the incorrect analysis that could have brought you to that. So you could click feedback, say something like Tuesday is tomorrow or something like that. So if they were to answer Tuesday as their question, it would then pop up and say it's incorrect, and they would tell them, nope, Tuesday is tomorrow. So there is that feedback option. I personally don't usually put the feedback on multiple choice questions because they will see whether it's right or wrong right away. But I do use the feedback a lot on free response questions, and we'll see one of those in a second. Okay, so, and again, I moved where that is. So you would time it wherever you want it in your video. And if you plan when you're recording your videos that you're going to want to ask a question in a certain spot, you could always pause a couple of seconds when you're recording your video. It makes it easier to put the question in the exact spot that you want it to be. And you can, within the question, you can upload pictures and everything. Sometimes what I'll do, because I think if you're on the app, you can't actually see the screen. So if I want the student to ask or answer something based on what was on the screen right before, I'll use the snipping tool, and I'll do a screen grab of what was on the screen, and I'll upload it here in an image on the question so that they'll still be able to see what that is. You can do some basic exponents and things like that as well. So I'm going to save that question. So now that's put in that spot, and I'm going to add another question, and this time I'm going to do an open-ended one. So we'll say, what month is it? And now you're all going to be taking this in August, but I'm recording this in July right now. Um, so we'll answer as it is today. Um, so we'll say the current month is July. So I can click save. And what I like doing with the open-ended questions is putting that feedback in, because then when you go through and grade them, you don't have to write as much feedback at that time. You can just be writing, marking it correct or incorrect, and and the students will already know why it was either correct or incorrect. Because when you're doing a bunch of them, grading them, it's a pain to have to give so much feedback like that. Okay, so we've got some questions in. We did a cut. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click finish. So over here, what I'm going to do now is I am going to assign the video. Oh, I should mention before that, you could hit play here and you could listen through and make sure everything is how you want it to be. So I'm going to go ahead and hit assign. And what this allows you to do is it allows you to assign it to certain classes, because you might have multiple classes you teach, different sections, and you might not want that video to go to everyone, just to certain classes. So I'm going to go down here and click test class, because that's the one I showed earlier. So you, you can have it have a due date or not. If it has a due date, it will automatically disappear from their thread once that due date hits. I personally don't like to have the due date on there so that students can go back to it up until the test. And then what I do is after the test has occurred, then I go back into the videos and I just throw a random due date in so that the videos will then disappear. But I like them to be able to go back and look at the videos if they need to as they're preparing for quizzes and tests and things like that. Now, one thing that I like to do is I like to turn prevent skipping off. And here's my argument for turning prevent skipping off. We'll see when we go to analyze the student work, which will be in the next module, that you will be able to see what portions of the video the students have watched. Therefore, if they're skipping around and skipping over stuff, you're going to see that anyway. I like to put the prevent skipping on because I have students, as I mentioned, that will go back and want to watch a certain part of it. Maybe if they got stuck on a question that they're working on at a later date. I wouldn't want them to have to go and watch through the entire video just to get to that spot where they want to look and just get a bit of quick help. Additionally, you'll see when you assign videos, students will often rewatch the couple seconds before a question is asked several times. So if you leave prevent skipping on, then students would have to go back to the beginning and watch it all the way back up to that point. So for that reason, I like to turn prevent skipping off. Um, I would say when we, in our tasks for this, assign our videos, let's turn prevent skipping off, because one of the things I want people to do is to skip around and watch little different sections of the video, so you'll be able to see on the feedback them jumping around rather than just watching it all the way through. So I'm going to put it as prevent skipping off, and again, I'm going to leave it as no due date for now. You're welcome to put in a due date as you want. So I'm going to go ahead and hit assign now. So I had joined my test class. So this is, you see it's me. And what we'll do in the next module is we'll look at seeing the feedback. As you can see, it says I haven't watched it at all. I just assigned it right now. So this is how you get the video on there. You get it ready for students to watch. Anyone in this class would now see this video listed there. What I want to show you next is how you could upload it from YouTube. And this is actually the way that I go about doing it. So I just went content, my content again. So on YouTube, we all have Google accounts just through school. If you go to YouTube and are signed into your Google account, this little plus with the video here allows you to create a video. So, and then all you do is you select the file, kind of like we did a second ago when we uploaded it to Edpuzzle. So this is that same introduction video on my YouTube channel. Now, I personally have housed all my videos on YouTube. I do that for a couple reasons. One, I teach calculus, and I have a lot of students that may not take Calc 2 the fall semester their freshman year. They may not take it till the spring semester. And some of them like to go back and watch some of the videos, so I want to have the videos in a spot that they can just go back and do that. I also like having on YouTube because I have it as a backup in case Edpuzzle is ever down. And I tell my students that on the first day. I show them how to get there and how to search me and my channel. So, and it happens maybe once a year that Edpuzzle goes down for like an hour or two, and there might be a student that was trying to watch their homework videos then they can go to YouTube and they can still watch the video. And then they just communicate that to me that they watched it on there, and they show me their video notes and everything from that. But anyway, so I've already uploaded it onto my YouTube channel. If you want further assistance with how to upload there, again, it's just the plus. And then all I do is I copy the link, go back to Edpuzzle, paste it there, and notice that's that same introduction video that just came up. Now when you do this, the edit tools automatically come up. So I have my cut, my voiceover, my questions, and I would go through and do the same things. I would hit finish, and it automatically goes to assigning it. So I could assign it to the test class, turn off prevent skipping. Now, you do have closed captioning you could also turn on from the YouTube videos, which is a nice feature. So I'll assign that. So now you can see again, I'm the only student in that class right there. So I like the YouTube, doing it through YouTube because you have a backup in case Edpuzzle's ever down. Students could always access it. Um, and I think it's just quicker to upload them there as well than on Edpuzzle. The last thing I want to show for this video is if you go back to content and go to my content, you can put your videos in a folder. So I selected both the introduction videos. These are my videos that hadn't been assigned to folders yet. You can go move to folder, and I'm going to select a new folder and put a little in service, create folder. I can now select that and then click move. And those are now gone. And in the Edpuzzle in service folder, I now have all of those. What I do personally is you can see for my SUPA classes for Syracuse Project Advanced Calc, I have all my videos by unit, and I just post them all at the beginning of the unit. It allows the students to, if they have a busy schedule, they can get ahead with the homework videos and things like that. So that's just something I personally like to do classroom management wise for the videos. Okay, so that's all of the content for this video. Now you saw in the assignment for Module 2, so your task is you're going to create a video. You can use Smart Recorder, you can use Screencast-O-Matic, any other type of video recording that you like to do. You're going to upload it to Edpuzzle, either by directly adding content, or if you want to do it to YouTube and then link it, or if you want to try both, you can do that as well. I want you to insert at least one question on it. It could be multiple choice, it could be a free response, and then assign it to the class that you had created in Module 1, and make sure to allow skipping. So prevent skipping, turn that off. Once you have done that, I want everyone to sign into Edpuzzle as a student, and then go to the classes that you had joined and just watch some of the videos that those people posted and answer some of those questions. And the purpose for that is so that when we get to the next module and look at the feedback, everyone will have some people that have watched video. They can see what it looks like, and you can see um, how to give feedback and things like that. As always, if you have any questions, just post them to the course discussion board.